This is a great dish. We're going to do beautiful mushroom. Listen, listen, keep your position to hear you. I'll ask the question I'll just do. Listen, just let me hear your voice and I'll listen. Position to hear you, my God. I won't have question, I'll just do. Just let me hear your voice. Not responsible for the music. Love the song by Todd Delaney. Just let me hear your voice, God. On this song. My shirt says, y'all need Jesus. Not throwing off. Today is Sunday. Hello, everyone. Anybody. I know everybody is probably at their places of worship, either on the transmission of social media by way of social media. And I had a wonderful, wonderful service here where I'm at via the social media network, Facebook. Even though I wasn't present, I felt the presence of God through the woman of God that brought the word today. Wonderful, 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 powerful. I'm starting dinner early because I just want to get it done and get off my feet. So if you saw in the title, I'm making a mushroom manicotti. This is a meatless dish for Sunday supper. So we're going to get this going so I can get out of the kitchen. I'm so glad. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chef Marlene Coles. You can find me on social media, Instagram, Chef Mar01, YouTube, I am Chef Marlene Coles with the S, and what other platform? And we're here on Facebook Live, so thank you for joining me. I host the show every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Providing all things are well, and join me there. All right, join the group so we can share wonderful things. I try to share healthy recipes. So yesterday I did something that wasn't so healthy. Excuse my raspy voice, but in the words of Mother Mary Long, I am going to be better. Okay, so I have a plethora of mushrooms. If you can see, some I had already started chopping. I think I said this and mentioned this before. When you get your mushrooms home, if you don't use them right away, put them in a brown paper bag until you get ready to use them. One thing that you do not want to do is put your mushrooms in water. They are already going to release a lot of moisture, so you don't want to add more moisture and make them soggy. So what you want to do is just get a damp paper towel and just wipe them gently. So I have some that's already chopped up. So like I said, this is a mushroom dish. Sometimes when you want to do a meatless dish for people that really are not ready to have a meatless dish, mushrooms, if they like them, it's a good way to incorporate a meatless dish. This could be weeknight. Today is going to be Sunday supper. You can pair this, you can eat it by itself, or you can pair it with a side salad if you like. Hello Mary, how are you? Welcome, I'm Chef Mark. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. As I said, people are probably still in their worship service. I already had ours. It was very wonderful. I wanted to get this dish in and out of the way. So I'm just chopping my mushrooms, adding them to a bowl. As you see, I already have some, and they were beautiful. And the thing, you know what, cremini mushrooms. Cremini mushrooms. You could really use any mushroom in this dish. If you like mushrooms, if you don't, that's fine too. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, and that's their preference. So we're going to get the rest of these chopped up, add them to our bowl. I think that might be plenty. I just wanted to have enough because we're going to stuff them. And then they cook down. They really cook down like spinach to almost nothing. So we wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure we wipe my board down. You know, if you don't follow me, or if you do, you know, my motto is cook clean. Not only cook things that are clean for your body, but we want to cook clean in our area. We want to keep our area as clean as possible. So if you see me looking away, it's because I want to make sure I have everything that I need. I have a pot here. I have cannelloni, I have onions, I have mushroom, I have leeks, I have garlic, I have EVOO, that is extra virgin olive oil, have a little S&P salt and pepper, a little garlic powder. If you watch my show, my friends come every week almost. Onion powder and garlic powder, they're twins. And I have a little steak seasoning because this is a meaty tasting mushroom. So we just want to enhance that. So our pot is on. Oh, and I have some almond milk, and I have some butter and some all-purpose flour. So let's get started. Let's not delay. I already started cutting up an onion, and you just want to cut it up into chunks. So I'm going to cut the rest of it up. No fancy way. You want to make sure you leave the root of your onion together, because if you're slicing or dicing, it holds it together. Right now I'm just going to do just a rough chop because these are going to disintegrate, so no big deal. No big deal. Just cut it up like that. So none of the onion, that's what is left. In my kitchen, we try very hard not to waste anything. So I'm gonna use that for my little bit of garbage today. So in my pan, I'm going to put a couple of gloves of olive oil in my pan, and we're going to, as we cut our vegetables, I'm just going to throw them in the pan. So first we're going to put, let me just take a little bit of this out right now. I just wanted to get a little grease in the bottom. I have some spinach and arugula. You don't see arugula cooked much, but in my kitchen we cook outside the box, so this is baby organic spinach. We're just going to add it to this pot. And we're going to let this wilt down. This was already washed and cleaned. Thank you for coming. Where's Myrtle? I have a spoon that I named after my mother, and I need to find her. I don't want her to feel some kind of way today. Where are you, dear heart? Okay. This is Myrtle. I don't want her feelings to be hurt. So we're just going to wilt this down very lightly, and we're going to put this at the bottom of our baking dish. And if you know anything about cooking spinach, it doesn't take long at all. We're going to add a little bit of Himalayan salt, not much. Trying to cut back on that and watch the salt intake. If we need more, we'll add it. You can always, a little pepper, a little fresh ground pepper. You can always take that off the heat. Just want to wilt that just a little bit. This over here. We're going to add that to our dish. The bottom of our dish. Probably don't have enough. This is my dish. I hope you can see what we're doing here. Let's put that under there for the time being. And I'm just going to add that little bit of spinach. And that's not a lot. Because you know I said use what you got because that's what you got. This is what I had, and I wasn't going to the store to get any more. But we're going to put that in there like this. And we're going to use this same pot. Okay, so that's what that looks like on the inside. Okay, not a lot, just some freshness, some greens. All right, slide that over there like so. Put our pot back on. We're going to add that little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil. Get it all out. You know, or if you don't know, that's what I say, use it all because you paid for it. To that, we are going to add, where's my bench scraper? Oh. Let's move this up here right for a minute. Add our onions in. We're going to saute those real quickly. Get back there. And you know what? You could add frozen spinach, but with that, you want to get all of the moisture out by squeezing some of it out and putting it in the bottom. I didn't have any more, so that's what we got. use what you got because that's what you got. I have pot holders that say that. Okay, that's a little. Okay, so I'm going to get that going in there. Saute that up real good. Hope you can see. Let me bring you down so you can see a little better. While that's sauteing, I have some leeks. I love, 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 love leeks. When you bring them home from the supermarket or your produce stand, you want to cut off the root and you want to wash them very, very good because inside they are gritty and sandy and you don't want that in your dish. Not at all. So you can hear that sauteing very well. I'm gonna let that do its thing. I need one of those spoons like Rachel Ray, but I think Myrtle will be offended and just sit on the pot. So, our leeks, we're going to cut those up. And I have some garlic also. So let's get all of that over here. You can use as much garlic as you like. I'm just going to really, I think I might use my microplane for this. So let's put that aside. Let's turn this down some. And the thing about your vegetables, because this is going to go in the oven, you don't want to cook the life out of your vegetables. Even if it wasn't going in the oven, you lose a lot of the nutrients. So we just want to cut this up like so. And as we cut it, we're dumping it right in. Dumping it right in. That was the white part of it. I like the green part, just like I like the green part of the cabbage. A lot of people peel that off and throw it away. No, that's your money going down the drain. Don't do that. No, no, no. I'm going to stir that in. Nice, get that nice and well incorporated. While that is going, we're going to, I think I'm going to use my microplane to do this because I don't want big hunks of garlic. We don't want that. I'm just going to take off the root of the garlic, or the ends, I should say. And I'm just going to use my microplane and just grate it in. Okay, one overboard. We'll get that later. Watch your fingers. You don't want leeks, onions, garlic, and human skin. That's not appealing or edible. When you get down to the end, that little piece won't hurt anything. Take it off like that. If you want, you could just chop it. You can do that as well, okay? Whatever you're comfortable with, okay? So, got the microplane. If you don't have a microplane, you know what you could use? You could use the smaller side on your box grater. That would be good too, okay? And like I said, this is a good meatless dish. It could very well be vegan also as well if I was not adding cheese that was not vegan. I do have some, but I want to use up what I have here. It's a little big. I'm gonna chop that up. Okay. So, it smells amazing to this, we added a little bit of salt, and that's what it looks like in our pan, okay? Salt and pepper. Now, what we want to do is add all our delicious mushrooms. Look at this. Looks like a lot, right? We just want to add it to our onions, our leeks, and our garlic. I'm going to turn my heat up, and we're going to let this cook down. Let it cook down. Now, I must say, I will post the finished product because, like I said, this is for dinner, and who wants to be on here waiting 45 minutes for the finished product? I promise that I will post the end result. It's going to be delicious, scrumptious. I know a lot of people don't like mushrooms, so you can do this with chicken. Do the same thing. Just cook your chicken off. You know, make sure it's cooked very well. So we got that going. Mushroom overboard. We got our spinach in our pan. I have some mushrooms left. I did reserve some mushrooms, slices to go on top. All right, so thank you for coming. We don't need that. But look, these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they were on sale. They were like 99 cents. I was like, yes. When you see a sale like that, then you work your meal around something that's inexpensive. This is a very inexpensive meal. So that was a winner for me right there. You know? So I'm going to, since these are already clean, I'm going to probably do something with these later on this week. Maybe make a mushroom toast for breakfast or something. Yeah. Got another piece of leek here. Let's chop that up. Add it to the party. Add it to the party. Watch your fingers. Always watch your fingers. Okay. Do I want more garlic? Let's see. No, because I'm going to add some garlic powder. I think that's plenty. Let's stir it in. This is dinner. I want to get this done and get off my feet. Turn it up a little bit more. And we'll be cooking with gas, actually electric.
More.
Okay. And you notice I'm not adding any more salt to this just yet, okay? Or pepper. What I will add in a few minutes, once it gets cooked through, because we're going to put this on the board and we're just going to chop it up. I love mushrooms. I love oyster mushrooms. I love, there are so many types of mushrooms. I can't even begin to name them all. Chanterelle, mushroom, button, cremini, oyster, I said that already. What other kind? A lot. Let that cook down, do its thing. Clean up what we don't need. I gotta clean up what I messed up. I'm an older rice and that needs it either. Clean as you go, clean as you go, clean as you go. The good thing about this video, like I said, I know a lot of people, it's Sunday, people probably relaxing, working on the computer all week with the kids, with your job. I mean, if you're not going into the office, a lot of people are just relaxing. I can share this, and you can share it, and people can watch the replay. I think that'll be wonderful. This is how it's looking. Okay? Like I said, I did turn the heat up. Oh, speaking of mushrooms, since I'm going to use these probably later on in the week, put them in a brown bag. Put them in a brown paper bag and they'll keep longer, because if you leave them in the plastic, when you get them, they sweat, they start going south. What I mean by that, you go to use them, you say, okay, I'm going to use them tomorrow, and then you don't. Or the next day, and then you don't. If you put them in the bag, they last longer. Otherwise, they sweat. And then when you go to use them, you're like, oh my goodness, what happened? Yeah, I'm not going to cook these all the life out of them, because they have to go in the oven. Okay? So watch this. Still has a lot of moisture. You don't want all that moisture in there. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my spider. I want to cook it out. I'm going to turn it up. Try to cook some of that moisture out of it. Then I'm going to use my spider. I'm going to get a paper bag for that. And I also marked the date. Of when. Today is the 27th, I believe. So that I know that I need to use these real quick. Real quick. So I'm going to take a spider. Oh, look, twins. It's a double mushroom. I have one that had a cluster of 3. Fold them over. Keep them in your refrigerator. Oh yes, that's looking good, 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 good in the neighborhood. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Looking good, smelling good. Looking good, smelling good. Watch this. Take this off, because we're going to use the same pot. Sorry about the steam. Steaming you out. Turn it off. You said, well, why are you putting them on the board? I'm going to chop them up really fine, because they have to go inside of our manicotti. All right? Get the smoke out of your face. Sorry, guys. This is part of the process. Put them on the board. Spread it out so it can kind of cool off. see, I didn't add any water. Suppose we would have washed these mushrooms off. You should see all the liquid. I'm not throwing this liquid away. Trust and believe. I can use this liquid as part of another dish. Has that umami flavor, you know, umami flavor. Hello, Adrian, how are you? Welcome, good to see you. Thank you for joining us on today. So, if you're just joining, we are making mushroom manicotti. I have this liquid here. I do have a jar here that I can just reserve the liquid. I can put this in, oh, this is made good, it will be good in ramen, a bowl. I love ramen. I love ramen, especially fresh ramen. Love it. So this would be good with, what is that I want to say? I have some here. What is it called? What is it called? Add some soybean paste. Yes, yes, yes. Put that in there with some ramen, little mushrooms. That might be lunch one day this week. Now, where's my knife? Up, right here. Take your knife. Is it still moisture in here? Yes. So, not a problem. It's going to be moisture. And actually this moisture will help. So you just want to take your knife and just chop this up. Because like I said, this has to go inside. And you said, I guess you would say, well, why didn't you cut it up small like that in the beginning? I didn't want to. I wanted to do it like this. And it's hot, yes, but I kind of like have asbestos hands, meaning that I'm used to the heat. What's the saying? If you can't stand the heat, get out of the what? Somebody tell me what they say. Type it in the comments. Type it in the comments. You can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Yes, we're going to chop this up really fine. I'm going to also... You can let this cool off. If you spread it out, it'll cool off more. But we just want to do a chop one here. And I can do this. Wait a minute. Make it quicker. There we go. Spread it out. Yes. Go on the counter. Somebody tell me in the comments what you're making for supper, dinner today. Like I said, this is going to be my dinner probably for a couple of days. You know, skip one, eat it one day. It's better the next day. I'm sure it's going to be better. And like, it's going to have time to sit because I'm not going to cook this right now. I'll put it in the fridge. Once it cools down, once we get it stuffed, then I'll put it in the oven and let it bake. Yes, look at that. All those lovely mushrooms. Let's taste. That's good. Now I'm going to tell you what it needs. And I didn't put it in it while I was cooking because I didn't want the liquid to absorb it all. Spreading it out like that. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop. If you see a couple big pieces, just chop them. Yes. It does need a little more salt, but I'm not going to add any right now because I'm going to add the steak seasoning to it. Okay, so that's that. This doesn't have a lot of salt in it, so I'm going to add my steak seasoning, any brand that you would like. This will give it a little more flavor. I'm adding quite a bit. Adding quite a bit. We're just going to mix that in. I love mushrooms. I love fried mushrooms. That's good, y'all. Look, look, look. That's good. Let's taste again. That's perfect. 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 Now, we have our, you know what would be good in here also? Oh my goodness. Some fresh parsley. But, hold on, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I've got some, hold on. Hold on. I'm back. I've been cooking with essential oils, not the therapeutic kind, but these are culinary oils. I'm going to add, I have rosemary here, I have parsley, and I have basil also. I'm going to add a few drops. Let me tell you something. This is amazing. It comes straight from the herb, right to the distillery. There's no mixing of any foreign. Sometimes when you get essential oils, you don't know what's in it. But this company that I have been fortunate to become a member of, they go right from seed to the distillery. They go right from the plant to the distillery, to the bottling process. They go right from the herb to the distillery. There's nothing added. It is pure. I'm telling you, I am blown away by these essential oils that I'm cooking with. Not only that, I'm blown away by how they're supporting the issues in my body. It helps support your health issues, especially in this day that we're in. And the thing about it, it's so pure, you don't need a lot. You really don't. So to this, I'm just going to add, I'm not shaking, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. 3 drops of parsley. Let's see what that does. Because I was going to add some fresh parsley, but here's the thing. My parsley in my garden is dwindling down. That's why I love this, because if you can't buy the fresh, you have the essential oil, 100%. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to tell you, it is changing my skills as far as culinary. You just got to try it. You just got to try it. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. That was only 3 drops. Only 3 drops. Okay. Let's see. That's it. In this pan, I'm going to put some more oil because I have to make a white sauce. You can use butter. The traditional white sauce is butter. I do have some vegan butter. I've used a little bit of olive oil, but I'm going to throw a little butter in here too to make a white sauce. This weather is something. One day it's cold, the next day it's humid. Okay? I'm telling you that this is amazing. This parsley essential oil, amazing. Oh my goodness, if you want to know how to get it, just put a message in the comments and I'll let you know. But I'm trying to tell you, I have parsley, rosemary, orange. The fall is coming. Stay to my channel on Wednesday. I'll tell you more about it. Now, this is heating up in our pan, that same pot. Maybe like 3 tablespoons of oil. I added some butter to it to give it a little more flavor. You can use oil or you can use butter. We're going to make a white sauce real quick. Yes, yes, yes. I think that's about 3 tablespoons. And I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of flour, and we're going to make a little white sauce. 1, 2, 3. And I use unbleached flour. When I do have to use flour, I use unbleached flour. So, but you hear me say, or maybe you haven't if you're just new, you use what you got because that's what we got. Or use what you got until you get what you need. So in here, we're just going to make a simple roux. Okay? And it's going to look like crumbly breadcrumbs in here. We're going to add some milk to this. This is how you want it to look when you're making a white sauce. If you can't see, just swipe your comments. It's going to look like this. Looks real clumpy and like that. But that's all right. We're going to work that out with our whisk. Get everything off. Get all the goodness off your spoon. Yes, we're going to use this again. I guess you said she do a lot of rinsing and carrying on. Yes, I do. I like to be cooking clean, keeping things together. I have some almond milk. You can use whole milk, 2%. If that's what you're using, then that's fine. I'm going to add to this the milk. How much? I would say maybe maybe just a half a cup, if that much. Or maybe, because we do have a lot of maybe just like a cup. And it's going to thicken as you cook it. You season in layers. You season in layers as you go. So that's just plain. We added nothing to that. So to that, guess what I'm gonna add? A little bit of the steak, a little bit of garlic powder. Remember I said we were gonna use that? Onion powder, I'm sorry, I used a little bit of onion powder. And you know what, it wouldn't hurt because, you know, I said they twins. One don't go anywhere without the other. So I'm gonna add a little bit of onion to that because we want flavor. We want to build flavor. Build flavor, build flavor. I'm going to use a little bit of black pepper. Normally, I could use white. See, this is what it looks like. Okay? I don't want that too high. And while that's getting nice, I'm going to turn that on low. Because we're going to pour that over our manicotti. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. I hope that should be enough. Look. Let me get the spoon and show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay? You can do this. I have faith in you. You can do this. But turn that on low so it doesn't burn. Look how we're going to fill. I hope this works. I'm just going to try to stuff my manicotti like this. One end. Turn it around. There's another way that you can do it. You can pipe it in. But look, it's full. It's full. Simple. No fancy gadgets. Simple. Full on this end, full on this end. We're laying these in our dish. And when I get them done, while that's cooking, we're going to just stuff these real quick. Hopefully we have enough mushroom to stuff all of them. Because this is a mushroom manicotti. So we want to stuff, 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 stuff. Like this. Perfect. Look, full. Got a little weight to it. Yes. Yep. Here we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Put them in our dish. Just line them up. Just keep doing it. Watch your sauce. Watch your sauce. We don't want it to burn. And sometimes people don't do well with multitasking in the kitchen. But it's a process. If you're not used to cooking, you will learn how to multitask in the kitchen. This is going to be good. I'm trying to tell y'all it is. You can put this in a piping bag and pipe it. I don't have time for that. Or you can just take it and scoot it in with another shell. You could do that just as well. Do that just as well. However you got to get it in, get it in. However you got to do it, just get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Just lay it in there all nice. And that was like 4 containers of mushroom. Okay? So we're just doing this. Let me stir this. Make sure it's not getting too thick. I don't want it lumpy. I'm just going to add a little more water because I mean water. No, milk. Because we have to add cheese to this. So Yes, 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 yes. What does it need? It's a little salt. Just a little. Himalayan salt. Good kind of salt. Just a sprinky thing. Okay? Back to stuffing. So, did anybody cooking today? Oh, let me say this. I am having a Zoom class on October the 10th at 5 p.m. If you are interested in joining me in a private cooking lesson, I love it because we have so much fun. I get to see the interaction. You know what I'm saying? So that is October the 10th at 5. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday. Hopefully you can join me. I like to interact. I like to see what people are doing. You get to ask questions. We take our time. Because a lot of times when I do the Facebook Live, I can't read the comments all the time. I do have a lovely, 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 lovely moderator. And sometimes I miss her comments. You know, so if you have any questions, just type them in. I might not see them right now, but I can answer them later. Because I do read the comments. You can do these not only with manicotti. I wanted to do cannelloni. And you know what? Pasta is pasta. Some of them are different shape. These have ridges. Look, this is good. Look how it's filled. Look how it's filled. This is going to be so good. Oh my goodness. It's going to be so good. That's perfect. So this is why we chopped it up. So now you know. Hey Stacy, what's up, sissy? Girl, I'm trying to tell you. That Kim glass, that's my spirit this morning. On our Facebook Live service. TMP. Yes, 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 yes. This is coming along wonderfully. I might have some left over. This is wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. So in our pot, we have some almond milk because that's what I prefer and I use. We also have a little onion powder, garlic powder. Our twins, they come in my kitchen quite often. Quite often. Yes, I talk about my seasons like they people. I know. It's okay. Three more in our pot. Onion powder, garlic powder, almond milk, about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I mixed it with a little bit of vegan butter to give it a little more richness. And we made a roux. Now we made a white sauce. This is a white sauce in our pot. If anybody asks you what it is, tell them it's a white sauce. Yes, Lord. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait to eat this. I'm trying to tell you. I want you to try it. Try it. I have something else going on. Oh, the Zoom class. There is a fee, $21 for the class. You can cash at $ Marlene Coles, COLES. And also you can do PayPal, mcoles233@hotmail.com. And here's the thing. I like to, like I said, get the interaction. I like teaching. I like people learning different ways to prepare meals. Once you send me the Cash App, the week before, unless you Cash App late, you will get the recipe, the instructions, the tools you need for the dish. We are making a pan-seared salmon. We're making a pan-seared salmon with a tomato couscous with asparagus and zucchini. As they say in the UK, courgettes. Look at that. We have plenty. Plenty. Look. Oh, yes. All of that's going to not be. You know what? I'll tell you what. I know what I'm going to do. I'm telling you. That parsley, vitality, and citral oil is amazing. It takes your dishes to a whole nother level. Oh my goodness. A whole nother level. I had some peppers and onions that I had already chopped. I believe in cutting up. Once you cut an onion, cut it once, use it twice. We'll use this in an omelet or something of that nature. Put that over there. Thank you for coming, garlic. I need to just clean up just a little bit here. We have some garlic that we need to put back. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me while I just put stuff back where it belongs. Cook clean, eat clean, live clean. Oh, you all. If you were watching my live on not too long ago, I made infused garlic oil. And I did not put the garlic in it because of, I didn't want to contaminate the oil. You can do that. I did use organic garlic, but I wanted to show how you could do it without being weary of botulism or anything like that. So I could have used that oil. Let's see. Is it? Yes. Oh my goodness. This is my rosemary. Show you what I'm gonna do with that. So, look at this goodness. Look at this. Look at this white sauce. Look at this. Now, here's our manicottis. We have a layer of arugula and spinach. We stuffed our manicottis. You saw how I did that. All right. We're not finished. But wait, there's more. Let me forget that. So we have this left over. This is not going to be wasted. This will not be wasted. Watch. Watch. Now we have this in our pot, our milk, our flour, our extra virgin olive oil, our butter. We filled our manicottis. We put them in the dish. Now, here comes the good part. We're adding the cheese. What kind of cheese? Any kind of cheese you want to add. I'm adding, you know, I don't know. I'm really trying to break away from the dairy. I do have some vegan cheese, but that's what I had left over. So we added this to the pot to stir it in, to stir that goodness in there. It's gonna melt. Oops. It's gonna be melty, goody, goody. It's gonna be It's gonna be melting in our dish. Oops, hit my head. I spilled some flour over here. Clean it up. Clean it up. Look at that. Look at that. And I love farmer's cheese. because it's has like a nut, almost a nutty taste. It's not Swiss, it's not Havarti. It's just good. It has a good stretch to it. I love it. If you watch my shrimp and grilled cheese that I made last week, you'll see what I'm talking about. Go back and watch the video on this live. It's there. Let's have a taste. Let's have a taste. Woo. I am almost finished. My back is saying get out. That's good. I'm gonna bump it up with a little more of my steak seasoning, because I don't want to add any more salt. No, I don't want to do that. Woo! Woo! Look, y'all. I'm not finished. I got some fresh parm. Where's that microplane? Let me get the garlic. You're just gonna graze some parm in there. Make it rain. You can't see, swipe your comments. Why? Because we can do that. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes. Now this is what I'm going to do. Those extra mushrooms that were in here, take our bench scraper, bring it over. Let's have one more taste. Yes. Yes. I'm going to take these mushrooms and add it to it. We waste nothing. You bought it, paid for it. Don't leave nothing on the board. Don't leave anything on the plate. Don't leave anything on the bowl. Give it all you got. And that goes for you in your personal life. Give it all you got. You're going to do something, give it your best. Give it your best. Give it your best. I believe it was Miles Monroe that said, you want to die empty. Yes. Not that we're dying, but we're going to cook. And one of my other pot holders that I had, we don't just cook here, we cook with purpose. We try to cook healthy. We derail from time to time. But we try to eat well because we want to live longer. And when you know better, you do better. Okay? All right? I usually have my garbage bucket. See, we don't even have a lot to clean. And we only use the cutting board, a few utensils, one pot, and it's amazing. Amazing. I want to do something with that oil, okay? Let's move our dish over here so you can see. All right? Yes. All right, let's see. And share this video. If you like it, give me some love. Let me know you like it. I want to see some likes. I told them a while ago, I like to talk back to me people. You know? I know I'm in here on the live. I think I'm going to turn this all one way if I can. Don't matter. Got little greens going on at the bottom. Can you see it? And we're going to take all of that goodness. And this goes in the oven at 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. I'm going to pour this over here. I'm going to cover it, let it cool so I can cook it later on this evening. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Goodness. That's that spinach and arugula at the bottom. It was like, you didn't cook the pasta. I didn't need to. It's going to cook itself. It's going to cook itself. You don't want to cook it and it not have any texture. You want it to have some bite to it, al dente. What is that? You want it so it's not wobbly. If I would have cooked it before, it would have been hard to fill. Not only that, sometimes you have a tendency to overcook your pasta. And that's not good. Even when you're making like mac and cheese, or you're making any kind of pasta dish, you want to cook it. Here in Chef Marlene's kitchen, we drop knowledge. You want to cook it. If it says 10, you want to do 8. It says 8 to 10 minutes. Do 8, because you want it to have a little bite. Once you add your sauce, it will still have a nice texture. And there you have it. Now, we could, if we wanted to, and I think I do, want to put a little more cheese right on top. Right on, little parm, right on top. Right on top. It's going to come out prayerfully golden brown and delicious. Yes. I sealed this back up in my vacuum sealer so it can stay nice and fresh. We're going to take some of our sliced mushrooms, because this is a mushroom manicotti. So we want to lay these ever so gently here. Yes, look at this loveliness in this casserole dish. My. Remember I said we don't waste anything? Get it in where you can fit it in. Yes. And these were sliced a little thicker, so that when we take it out of the oven, we know what it is. Nobody won't have to guess. What is that dish? It's a mushroom dish. Don't break anything, Mommy. Don't do it. Okay? There you have it. This is our dish. Manicotti mushroom. Under the bottom, you can see the lovely greens, the spinach and arugula, our white cream cheese sauce. Yes. I'm going to let this cool, put the top on it, clean up, go somewhere and sit down. But I wanted to show you this. You know, I've been talking about my oil. I do have this garlic oil, but I'm going to add just 1 drop of rosemary to this. This is what it does. I love it. Oh, I wish you could smell this. It smells like, and I do have some rosemary outside, but I just thought of this on the fly to put it in my, actually, I'm not going to use rosemary. I'm going to use parsley. And I will label this so I don't know that it's parsley with a little garlic. If you didn't have, if you had herbs, you could put it in. But this is so much easier. So if you're interested, let me know. 1 drop will do. Don't shake it. Just let it go. 1 drop. It's powerful. It's potent. I use the lemon in my water. I use the orange. I put this in my water. Matter of fact, I didn't put any. Has so many good benefits. Lemon helps your digestion. It helps with weight loss. I'm going to add a drop. I only need 1 drop. And then let me tell you, because this is so potent, I think I'm at the bottom of this bottle. There we go. Because it's so potent and pure, you have to put it in glass or stainless steel when you're drinking your water, not in plastic. Not in plastic. Put the top on, shake it. Oh my goodness. You can smell that garlic, and you can smell the parsley. I'm going to put 2 drops in this. I know I said 1. I'm going to put 2. There it goes. Oh my goodness. Now anytime you want to cook something, you have a flavored oil already. This is my garlic. Go back and watch that video. But I wanted to add my essential oils. This is not the oils from Walmart, the dollar store, CVS. It's called Young Living. They've been in business for 25 years. I love them. I'm so happy that I've come across them. So, that being said, this is going to cool off some. I'm just going to vent the top over this like this, set it aside, and clean up. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Sunday afternoon early supper preparation. Please join me on Wednesday, God willing, at 1 p.m. where we will be doing something amazing again. Also, get your passport. Cash at me. There's no way you can get a passport for $10. I'm trying to tell you, $10. $10. What do you get in it? A picture of yourself with a dish, a stamp that says approved like you go away, a flag of the region, country, or state that we cooked at, and then you can just go in it and just fill it up. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. All right, that's only $10. You can cash at me at $ Marlene Coles, and I'll get you your passport. Email me at cwcm2020@gmail.com. I'll send you your picture. You don't even have to print it out yourself. I'll send you your picture, your stamp, your flag, if we're cooking from a particular state, region, or country. All right, until then, have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed rest of your Sunday. And remember, be kind to somebody, all right? Because you want them to be kind to you. Until we meet again, I'll see you in Chef Mar's kitchen next time, God willing. Smooches from my kitchen to yours. Bye.